We're going to look at example 2, parts A and C in your 2.3 notes. Please keep in mind that you can only use quadrants 1 and 2 for the cosine inverse. So that means your answer is going to be somewhere between 0 and pi. Okay, so let's start with part A. So we know that cosine inverse always is going to equal some angle theta in quadrants 1 and 2. So we take the cosine of both sides. Okay, the cosine and the cosine inverse cancel. So we have 1 equals the cosine of theta. All right, so now we know we are quadrantal. Anytime we get a 1, -1, or a 0 answer for cosine or sine, it has to be a quadrantal angle, so we just have to figure out which one. So if we use 0, we have the ordered pair 1, 0. Okay, if we use pi over 2, we have the ordered pair 0, 1. And if we're over at pi, we have the ordered pair -1, 0. So remember from chapter 1 that the cosine is the value from the first part of the ordered pair. Okay, so I've marked all the cosine values. So now we just need to look and see where the cosine has an answer of 1. Okay, and we see it's right here in this first ordered pair. Okay, so that tells us what theta is. The theta is 0. That completes that problem. Okay. All right, let's go down to part C. Same principle, set it equal to theta. You'll take the cosine of both sides to cancel out the cosine inverse. You'll eventually just start skipping that step of writing and just go to writing the cancellation. Okay, so now we know that we have a negative value for the cosine. We're only allowed to deal with quadrants 1 and 2. Cosine is positive in quadrant 1 and negative in quadrant 2. So our angle theta has to be a quadrant 2 angle. All right, so now I'm going to fill in the sides of the right triangle based on our values for cosine. So we know the cosine is adjacent over hypotenuse, so we have -1 and 2 filled in. This should remind us of one of our special triangles. This side has to be square root of 3. Okay, we learned from chapter 1 that across from square root of 3 is the 60-degree angle, or you can fill in pi over 3 there. Okay, so now we have to figure out what theta is. So theta is going to be 180 minus the 60-degree angle. Okay, we get 120 degrees, but we know that that isn't good enough because our answer has to be between 0 and pi. So we convert that to radians, and we have 2 pi over 3 as our final answer.